That was quite the story.
That was quite the story, Ulfuric, he says. I think it took all of us quite by surprise. A welcome surprise, of course. Not just any dwarf could do as you have done. It has been a long week for us dour hands. Our steward, Gormir Dowersmith, was preparing a great celebration for Skolgrim, our king of old. A ritual of commemoration, he called it. But after the Longbeards came to Ered Luin demanding tribute, he sent us down here to close the path. We've been at it for nigh a week now, and if my reckoning is right, we missed the celebration 3 nights back. Some thanks we get. He appears to realize his grievances pale in comparison to the plight of the Stout Axes. Here I'm complaining about missing a party to you, Ulfuric. Forgive my foolishness. I can't speak for everyone, but I think we'd be glad to hear more of your tales when we return to Thorin's Hall. Perhaps you could even be welcome to stay among us for the time, if our steward allows. I do believe I have told you enough stories. It is quite a long way. Right behind you.
Yes?
Nogli swiftly recounts your tale to Rithvard. After finishing, Nogli asks Rithvard to bring you before the steward of Thorin's Hall that he might judge your worth to the dour hands. Aye, he says, I can do that. Just as soon as Jarni arrives to take watch. He's almost an hour late now. It's not like him. I'd like to hear more of this tale, Ulfric. If not too much trouble, I'd make the journey to Thorin's Hall seem faster for the both of us. What is that feeling? Who is Nugly? Who is that? Skolgrim. I thought you said Skolgrim was dead. How does he walk among us? You are far from home, aren't you? He says. Lives once more. What kind of magic is this? Trade. What? In the tombs of Tower had blood. The Witch King of Angmar. Angmar? Is he mad? Wait. You there. You cannot be buying to this Starfleet, can you? But... On guard. Yes, that the Longbeards must answer for the treachery, but did you not see his eyes? You there? You're right, I am not a dour hand. I would not be so foolish. Ulfuric. Angmar serves the Dark Lord. I should know I was imprisoned.
You seem a fine dwarf, but you must understand, we are also a lost people.
He says, we tended the hall of Thorin Oakenshield for many years, and what thanks do the Longbeards offer us? You heard Skorgrim, naught but a massacre of our brothers and sisters. Whatever you think Skorgrim King to be, he and the might of Angmar could help us step out of the shadows of the Longbeards and reclaim our former glory. Flee to the Longbeards if you must, but if you do, know that I will not hesitate to raise my axe against you. Respa, come now.
Something troubles me about Skorgrim's words.
I agree, Nogli. And I do not know what that creature was beside him. I wish to trust the words of Skorgrim King, but I cannot, he says. Does he speak for himself, or does Ivar speak through him? It is true the steward of Gormir ceased sending tribute to the Lonely Mountains some months ago, but our quarrels with the Longbeards never ended in bloodshed until now. I wish to hear what the Longbeards have to say about these accusations. Has Skorgrim King spoken true, or is this some conspiracy guided by the hand of Angmar? Will you accompany me, Ulfuric? Perhaps the voice of a stout hand axe might do more to ease the unrest than that of a dour hand. I will go with you, Nogli. I will tell them what I have seen and what I know. We come in peace, friend. Nogli.
I suppose this is as far as I'm to go.
Yes, it does seem a bit tense here. I'll go talk to this dwarven. With a look of disdain barely masked on his face, Nogli eyes the Longbeards that have stopped him in Thorin's Hall. When the Longbeard expedition arrived, I recognized a few of them. They are led by a dwarf named Balin, and he is hailed as a hero by many Longbeards. He is an old dwarf, Whitebeard, and is not unlike that he has assumed the mantle of steward in Gormir's absence. If his people truly slaughtered my own, there shall be further bloodshed between us, but I am no longer so certain who seeks to do harm to the dour hands. You know much in the ways of the enemy, and I must know if our people have been deceived to some foul end. I beg you, Ulfuric, speak to Dwalin on my behalf. He asks me. I'll do just that. May I pass? Thank you. Ulfuric, at your service. Bah, what a mess they have left behind, he says. Who are you and what business have you in the Hall of Thorin, child? You introduce yourself to Luin as a Stout Axe of Mordor, escaped imprisonment by the enemy and fled to distant lands to seek refuge. You explain that you encountered Skorgrim and Ivar on the road to Thorin's Hall, and that Skorgrim claimed the Longbeards massacred the Dourhands. A massacre, he says. Ah, you could call it that, but it was not the work. But it was the work of Ivar the Bloodhand, not the Longbeards. Indeed, it was Ivar who roused Skorgrim using his long rest, or from his long rest. But it was not some miracle of fortune that made it so. It was Ivar's vile sorcery and the unwitting sacrifice of many Dourhands that bound a terrible spirit to his remains. Whatever the Dourhands think of Skorgrim, he is not who he appears to be. Although I believe that your Dourhand friend means us no harm, he still has much to answer for, and I do not doubt he wishes to hear the truth of this sorry matter for himself. If it is refuge you seek, you may earn it by helping us to restore these halls from years of neglect by the Dourhands. Even if he had not succumbed to evil, Gormir still failed in his task my lord had set him. If Nogli proves trustworthy, he may dwell in Farron's court, but he is forever banished from Thorin's Hall. Do you accept these terms, Ulfuric? I do. Good, he says. I have never heard of the clan name you mentioned, these Stout Axes, but you are welcome in Thorin's Hall so long as you work to aid the Longbeards. I've spent much time in Thorin's Hall and did what I could. And now I once again am summoned to Dwalin's throne. Dwalin, at your service.
It is time, I think, for you to venture back into the world.
Ah, Ulfuric, it is good to see you on such a fine day. You have helped us for many months to restore Thorin's Hall, and I hope you feel welcome among us. I have not forgotten the manner of our meeting, nor the grim events that preceded it. There is unease in the air, and I fear we have not seen the last of Skorgrim Dourhand, nor the shadow of Angmar that guided him. There's still much to be done in Thorin's Hall, but when the time comes, I give you leave to seek your own adventure. Evil does not stoop to disguise itself any longer, and the free people will have need of aid, especially from a dwarf like you, Ulfuric. It is time, I think, that you venture back into the world.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your Dourhand companion Nogli is planning to depart on a journey of his own.
He is a curious, helpful dwarf, unlike many of the dour hands I have known, I must admit. I will miss seeing him in Baron's court. Go on, Ulfuric. Best try to catch him before he sets off. Very well. Thank you, Master Dwalin. Alright, let's see if I can catch him. Wonder where he's headed. Let's put some speed to my feet. Interesting to see humans walking around Thorin's halls. This is a grand place indeed. I have heard tales of this Thorin open shield. A proud and mighty dwarf. Let's see what Nogli has to say. Find out where he's headed. Alright, head up to his home. Nogli friend. Packing, I see.
I know not where my journey shall take me, but I hope our paths cross again.
Ulfuric, it is good to see you, my friend, he says. I have enjoyed our time together in Ered Luin, but it is not my home. You all dwarves understand. What has become of your people? Did Lethi and Vaski win their freedom? What of the others? I know it must seem a terrible thought, but I am sure one day you shall return to Mordor. But it will be to see that your people at last live free from the enemy. I know not where my journey shall take me, but I hope our paths cross again. After all, you shall have even more tales to tell then, and I think I shall have a few of my own. Farewell, Ulfuric. Farewell, friend. Now, what am I to do? I like it here, but, as Nogli said, it is not my home. And perhaps I should seek adventure elsewhere. Perhaps find word of my brethren.